Radio, Reckon checking in, LDT the movement, the gang, the whole thing. You know what it is. We're right here in the LDT studio. Give y'all a tour real quick. Today you're tapping into part one of our interview with So San Antone, San Antone legend. In case you don't know, he does have a brand new album coming out soon, EP rather. You can see the title of it right here. I'll make sure to pop that in right there. Today we're covering a few topics. We'll talk about some new music he dropped. We'll talk about some moments in time. We'll talk about more music with Famous possibly, some work with Ryan Elder of Elder Entertainment. We'll talk about San Antone on the map with Liveola, King Kali, Famous, and of course the man So San Antone. We'll learn Sosa's top 5. It's a question from my dog KDawg. We'll talk about listening versus jamming. What does Sosa consider listening to music versus jamming to music? All that today on part one of our interview with So San Antone on LDT Radio. Let's go.
LDT Entertainment. Wrecking Ralph on the beat.
Hey, pardon the technical difficulties. I was trying to get some audio going, but the mics, right? You can push that mic if you want to. That mic. My bad. That's my fault. Today, we have So San Antone, and of course it is Reckon checking in. This episode is sponsored and brought to you by Barber Shop Legends. Shout out to Joe Fade, Style, Sunny Selena, and Juice Box. It's my favorite barbershop, hands down. If you want one of the best fades in town, hit up Barber Shop Legends at 2304 Palo Alto Rd on the Southside. Como la fade. Hey. Make sure to follow them, Barbershop Legends, at Barbershop Legends, like the Facebook page, Barbershop Legends, and book with them on the Booksy app. And of course today we have the one and only S.O.S.A, Mr. So San Antone himself, the one that had them all screaming cock and lock, mouthpiece of the Nawfeast, a San Antonio legend.
Yeah.
Sosa.
S.O.S.A, N-A-N-T-O-N-E, that me. What it doing, man?
I appreciate you coming, bro. Appreciate you coming by. You know, as I was telling you, I've been a fan for a long time. If I'm not mistaken, you don't really do a lot of interviews, so I really appreciate you coming by for LDT Radio, bro. Really means a lot to me. I know a ton of people already know who you are. I'm gonna cover a little bit about the come up, like the old days, just for followers that might be unfamiliar with your music career. But mostly I want to cover like music business ethic, topics of the sort, things that like consistency, longevity, in addition to the music, of course. I want to get straight into some new music. Ricky Versetti and So San Antone Numb. How did that come about? Who's Ricky Versetti? I'm not familiar with him, so.
Ricky Versetti used to go by Trouble.
Okay.
Ricky Versetti. I met him through Ace1. He's a known producer. And bro, we clicked from day one, bro. Like for years, like Ace1 would tell him about me, tell me about him. And we clicked in the studio, bro. And again, bro, we traveled to Dallas together with Ace1. Just did a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And he came up with this concept when the George Floyd thing happened. Brought the concept to me. Thought it was the right move, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's a homie out of San Antonio doing music. Very talented.
Oh yeah, good to know. I want to make sure to plug him. I wasn't familiar, so I want to make sure if anybody else wasn't familiar, we get to plug him and find out who he is.
Bro, he raps, sings, Spanish, everything, bro. Like everything.
Good to know, man. Might have to hit him up for some work. Oppy, let's know a little bit about Oppy, how that came about, what that song means to you. I know you got like always like a bop to you, you know what I'm saying? So it's a
yeah.
I think it's part of your consistency for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oppy was, bro, we was just in the studio with I recorded Nawfeast with Nick Shan. Shout out Nick Shan, great engineer, make beats as well. Yeah, he used to work with Ace1 as well.
Okay.
Nick Shan, but yeah, you know, he did his thing in the beginning with music as well. You know, so with band, struggling his way around band, music. Shout out Nick Shan, but yeah, bro, we was just in the studio, bro, like we always are. Just beat come on, while he's making the beat, you know what I'm saying? Just went off, dog. One of those days it was just like no pen and no pad days. Bro, punched in. The song really means nothing. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't write it?
No, we didn't write it.
Nice, bro.
We pieced it in, you know what I'm saying? As we was in the lab thinking about it.
So you're saying it doesn't mean like anything, but like it's just like more of like a vibe?
Yeah, it's just more of a vibe, you know, because it's a lot of them that's like that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them, bro, that I pen and it means something. You know what I'm saying? But one of these ones was we were just vibing, bro, just kept the vibe going. It was probably like the second or third song that we did that night. We just, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, we ready to get out of here. Let's try something before we get out of here.
Those like night-long sessions where you're there like 3 or 4 in the morning, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Shout out Nick Shan.
He made the beat on that one too. And what studio do they come? Ace1 and Nick Shan, where was that out of?
Ace1 works out of Crew Fresh.
Okay.
Right on Nacogdoches as well.
Right.
And Nick Shan is RTE.
Okay, RTE Studios, I've heard of that. I didn't know that was Nick Shan. Good to know.
Yeah.
Those are good plugs, just for people that are watching that need studios and stuff like that.
Him and Thurman. Shout out Thurman as well.
And then, of course, your latest album, Nawfeast, that had the single with King Kali, Cool Whip. And we just got the video for that recently as well. And that was dope. I always like the Dickie suits and shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Appreciate it.
Always like the Dickie suit.
Trying, man.
I like that shit. And of course, everything that we're talking about, I'll play on the screen behind us, and then we get to see that, and I'll try to plug it so that way people can click it on the links and all that, and then Spotify and all that. Wherever they're listening, they'll find the links. I know you and King Kali go way back. You have a ton of music together. It's always a hit when you guys come together, of course. And you were talking about whenever you write, there's some that like mean something to you.
Yeah.
I feel like that air track, that verse on the air track with Liveola, that's kind of one of those ones where you're like it's still like, you're still hitting, but you're still like writing some shit that means something. Like you're still dripping like snaps, so the block is hot. I want to have them all screaming cock and
Yeah.
You have a couple bars in there where I'm just like, man, like, So's really spitting some shit on this, because like you're taking them like down nostalgia lane and just letting them know who that guy is, you know what I mean?
And that rolled off of the group album that we did. You know, so when Live sent it with his verse, bro, you know, you gotta say something.
Right.
On the track with Live, bro.
Right.
That boy eats. Shout out Live, man. But we did the group album, dog, and then, you know, when I heard the track, and I put my verse to it, you know what I'm saying? It was more of how the next album that we do is going to, you know, bring it from the beginning, you know, up to what we're doing now, bro. I don't know, spoke on it, you know what I'm saying? Cocked and Lock was just, it was one of those moment in time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to be there, bro.
It's one of those like rock for rock, Third Degree, Cocked and Lock. You know, it's like one of our staples, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Of course, anyone that's following knows you have music with Famous, aka Lil Ken as well. Can we expect any more music with you and Famous?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, always, right? Always, you guys like always working together. Of course, just digging through and me being a fan of music, I found that you do a lot of work with Elder Entertainment.
Yeah.
Worldwide, Lil Yoda, Spice One, a ton more. It's probably, I think it's one of your top tracks right now, is that one with Spice One. How did that come about?
Through Elder, bro, and I met Elder through Ace1 too.
Okay.
And, you know, he was just rocking with me, bro, and this from years ago. And he been rocking with me, bro, and I've been rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he was, you know, moving and doing what he was doing, bro. And every time we came together, bro, it was something special. You know what I'm saying? So anything that he was working on, bro, you know, he called, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was fun, bro. Like, that was a fun moment in time as well, bro. Like, doing that album.
Yeah, so I just want to ask about those, because those seem like those moments that like you have to kind of capture.
Yeah,
for sure.
That was one of them. But doing the one with Spice One was lovely, but the one he put together with me, Worldwide, and Yoda.
Okay, yeah.
It's called Manifest. Y'all go
Yeah,
check that out.
So we'll play a little bit of it, little snips, that way they won't click it, want to watch the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Go check that out. Shout out Elder, shout out everybody, bro.
Shout out. And of course, now that we've seen, as you were talking about, the San Antone on the map featuring yourself, Sosa, Famous, Liveola, King Kali, I have to ask, are you on King of the God? Have you heard about King of the God? Do you have any information on that? I heard a little bit.
I don't know. Just gotta wait and see.
That's okay. We'll keep quiet on that.
But yeah.
Okay, so I already probably said too much. All right, so KDawg, Kenneth Durant of Mouse and Dog, Mouse Meets Dog, wants to know.
Shout out KDawg. Shout out Mouse. Shout out Mouse Trap.
Appreciate you, bro. Those are my people, man. I fuck with them heavy. KDawg wants to know your top 5. He wants to know your top 5 current artists and your top 5 artists that you grew up on, separate, of course.
KDawg, you would, bro.
Let's start with your top 5 current. Like, who do you listen to right now? Who's in your top 5 right now?
My top 5 right now: Sosa, So.S.A.
I love when you do this.
So San Antone, So.S.A.
Mr. Nawfeast. Nawfeast.
So San Antonio.
How about inspirations, artists that you grew up on?
Top 5?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I it's a different thing with me, bro. Like, there's a different thing with listening to some shit and then jamming it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So anything that come out, I'm listening to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Lil Baby, the Baby, like me, you know what I'm saying? All the shit that's that's out. You know
And that's
what
just
I'm
keeping
saying?
your ear to the street.
Keep my ear to the street. So if I had to put a top 5 on everything that I've been listening to, bro, current, KDawg, you. Yeah, we'll go back to the current one.
Grew up on.
I'm gonna say Scarface.
Okay. Bet.
I'm gonna say, and this is no particular order.
Right, absolutely.
I'm gonna say Missy Elliott for sure.
Hard, okay.
LL Cool J. I'm gonna say Ice Cube.
Bet.
And what, I got one more? You gotta throw Lil Wayne in there.
Wayne, bet. So you said Scarface, Missy Elliott, LL Cool J,
Ice Cube,
and Wayne. Yeah. Bet. That's, you know, it's funny because as you're naming them off, I'm hearing it kind of ever so slightly, because that's the other thing, like, some people take inspiration and they
now
directly.
you got me thinking, bro. It's like more than, you know what I'm saying, more than 5.
It's hard with 5 for sure.
Yeah, but
some people take the inspiration and they draw it directly on. You could be like, oh, you could see who they're inspired by because they sound like exactly like that. But you don't sound exactly like anybody that you're inspired by, and I think that's pretty cool. But you can kind of see where you would draw like those influences from. That's pretty dope, bro.
So going back to the listening and jamming, growing up,
right?
Like jammed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Anybody that came out, I jammed. You know what I'm saying?
You're jamming like Ice Cube.
Because I had time to jam and digest it. Music wasn't coming out as fast.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now I just gotta listen, and if I grab one that, you know what I'm saying, like a little baby, you know what I'm saying, I can put that to the side and jam it because I'm listening.
So that's why it's a lot harder to pick a top 5, maybe contemporary, because you're not even like jamming and it's so fast, right?
I'm not able to digest, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I could.
Most of those people.
I could go with the top 5 current being Sosa then, because I could agree with that. Because you be dropping, bro, and you're consistent, and it's always heat every time. And that's me as a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just. For sure. I'm not even just because you're here. Like, you can ask anybody. I'll be saying that shit.
Appreciate it.
LDT Entertainment. Wrecking Ralph on the beat.
Hey yo, and that's it. Wrecking checking out. Appreciate y'all tapping in for part 1 of our interview with So San Antone, San Antonio legend. If y'all like what you learned today, make sure you stay tapped in for part 2. We'll be dropping some more information. Stay tapped in with him, my man, for his EP coming out soon called Fuck 'Em. And let's go.